Hi, Ellen with Happy Cat Fitness here. I am going to talk about a new event that I am putting on called the WILDSTRIDE Race Series. This is an event that's going to marry running and hiking with strength training. It's going to be April 12th, 2026 at York River State Park in Williamsburg, Virginia. I currently direct multiple trail races a year, and usually the trails are pretty challenging. And I do want this one to be challenging, but it'll be slightly less technical than other races that I put on. Although I do always want people to earn their finisher medals, right? So I've been a runner since middle school, and I just started strength training about 20 years ago, which saying it sounds like a really long time. I took a boot camp class at a local gym and went in a little overconfident, and it kicked my butt. I was sore for weeks after that, but it was a light bulb moment to me that I needed to add in strength training to my routine and become more well-rounded. So I started taking some CrossFit classes, which isn't for everybody, but I did have some friends that were doing it and I actually thought it was pretty fun. I cut way back on my mileage that I was running. I was running maybe 20 to 25 miles a week and strength training probably 4 days a week. And I started doing ultra marathons, and I was really surprised about how well my running went. I was actually able to get a personal record, a PR, on some of my road races with that training. And then I was able to complete a 100-mile trail race in the mountains. And I do thank CrossFit for some of that because of the mental toughness that I gained from it. But it's also the muscular endurance that I got from all the strength training. So I went on from there to become a group fitness trainer and personal trainer. Um, and I love torturing people, which sounds terrible. But really, I love to see people do things that they didn't think that they could do and to challenge themselves and push themselves. I've been nagging my runner friends over the years to start strength training, and most of them kind of say they know they need to. Um, they'll say that they're worried that it's going to hurt their running. And my response is usually think about how not resistance training is going to hurt your aging. You know, as you get older, maybe you want to travel, you want to garden, you want to play with your grandkids, all that stuff. If you don't strength train, unfortunately, as we get older, we're just going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. We got to keep up with it at least. So I told them, the runner friends, that if they were going to run a half marathon, they're going to tempo run, they're going to do long runs. So if I create a race that has strength training in it, my hope is that they're going to have to strength train to get ready for it. So I'm kind of trying to force the issue a little bit. So the race, as far as the format, it's going to be a 10K and a half marathon. So the 10K is going to have 3 strength stations. The half marathon will have 6. The loop is going to be 2.1 miles, so it'll be 3 loops or it'll be 6 loops. So everyone, as you finish a loop, will be at a central location at kind of a picnic shelter, open area where we're going to be doing the exercises. So there'll be a different exercise each loop, and I'm going to be setting up videos for those, kind of doling them out one by one so you can learn what the exercises are going to be over the next few weeks. Just know that these exercises are going to meet you wherever you are. So if you do squats all the time, yes, squats is one of the exercises. If you do squats all the time, then and you want to really challenge yourself, maybe you do a weighted vest for the whole event. If you are worried about your knees, maybe your doctor has told you not to squat very deep. We all have to get up and down out of a chair, so it is a squat. Then we'll do more of a sit to stand, and we can elevate how low you're going so that you have an option as well. And then there'll be all the modifications in between. So we're going to have some coaches that are there, and they're going to be making sure that everybody is safe and helping them. Also make sure that you're challenging yourself, but you're going to be counting your own repetitions. So that'll be the honor system, but you're going to have to look yourself in the mirror if you cheat yourself, which hopefully you won't. So as far as this idea, it was kind of born out of something I started during the end of COVID called Hike Club. And Hike Club, we would meet and we'd hike. I say we will meet and hike 3 to 4 miles and then sprinkle in some strength exercises and some stretching. So the cool thing about Hike Club was that it not only were we getting in some of that strength training that we had all been lacking, but it was a camaraderie, it was accountability, it's the socializing. We talk about recipes, talk about challenges, all those things. So that's kind of what I want for the WILDSTRIDE race as well. I want it to be a place where maybe you make friends, we all support each other. It's not about winning the race, it's about challenging yourself. So if you're interested in the Hike Club, again, it's in Williamsburg, Virginia. There's info on my website, happycatfitness.com. Right now, we have a coach, Coach Trisha is taking care of the hikes. She's leading the hikes, and she's actually continuing these through the dark as the time change. She's going down to Colonial Williamsburg. So that's pretty cool. So check that out on my website if you're interested in that. So along the way with this, because some of you might be very new, got a motorcycle coming by here, very new to strength training. Um, I'm going to try and make up some little training guidelines, some ideas for how you can get ready for the race. And again, I'm going to be putting out those modification videos as well. But what I recommend is that you find a gym in your town that you can be comfortable with. So go onto the website for the gym, see if it has the vibe that you're hoping for. Maybe do a 2-week trial. A lot of gyms will offer those, so you can go in and try it out. There's no right or wrong. It's just whatever you will continue to do consistently. If you can do it with a friend, that's even better. To have it programmed for you and to go in and do a class that has a coach is, I think, preferable, only because we tend to go, if we go into the gym to do things on our own, we tend to just do things that we're comfortable with and we don't mix it up enough. So if you go and you have a coach, that will probably help you improve. And you can even tell the coach, hey, these are the exercises that I'm trying to work on. Can you help me out? And I'm sure they will. So if you have specific questions, if I put out the exercise videos and you're concerned about certain things, I'm telling you, there's always something that you can do that works the same muscle group. Doesn't have to be high impact. Everything can be low impact. So I don't want you to be afraid of that. The repetitions are going to be high, but that's okay. We want it to be tough, and we want you to actually have to train for it. We don't want it to be something that you could just walk up and do without any difficulty. So again, my website is happycatfitness.com. Go on there, check it out, check out the videos for the exercises. Those will be going on YouTube and on my website, and then also out on social media. So I hope to see you out there.